What's up, Gator Nation? What's up, RollinwithCarlos family? In today's video, we're going to go ahead and cover some recruits, 2020 recruits, that the Gators are currently in great position to possibly land for the 2028 class. As of the fall football season starting. Before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to read to you a fact, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the article, and then I'll go ahead and break down some highlights, and then other highlights I will not break down. I'll just insert them in the video. Fact: during the 2021 NFL season, Florida alum Evan McPherson made game-winning field goals for the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Divisional Round and the AFC Championship games. There you guys have it. Again, I'll read it to you again. During the 2021 NFL season, Florida alum Evan McPherson made game-winning field goals for the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Divisional Round and the AFC Championship game. And some of these recruits, I'm trying to work on getting interviews with them, but it's going to take some time, guys. Offensive targets in the 2028 class. Florida stands strongest with the head of the season.
It's not just a game, it's a way of life. The highs, the lows, the thrill of the fight. Every stat, every play, every team we know.
It's still early in the 2028 cycle with the overwhelming majority of Florida's 2027 class built up. More and more attention has shifted to the 2028 class. The Gators are already in a great spot with many prospects, both from the Sunshine State and outside of the state, and many of those targets will be on campus at Florida this fall. After gathering the latest intel, here are 12 prospects on the offensive side of the ball that Florida is in great position with going into the fall. The first one, guys, I kind of say we're 50-50 because he's right now been cristoballed strongly to the University of Miami, even though I would love to have him as a Gator. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to get an interview with him eventually down the road, but as things develop, I will reach out to him one more time and see if I can get an interview with him if he's more of a lean to the Florida Gators. And I've said this kid can be combined with another 2020 running back, which I love, by the name of Sydney. Of Sydney out of Texas. That I would believe this is a strong combination if they were able to land them, but we'll see what happens with both of those kids. I believe Sid has not been offered by Florida, but he's been offered recently by a SEC program in the name of Texas. But let's get back to the article, and I'll also include highlights of Alexander Edwards in this video, so you guys can take a look at it. I'm not going to break him down because I already did a video of him earlier, and I'm just including him in this video for you guys to see his highlights. Alexander Edwards. He's a 4-star running back out of Jacksonville Bold School, to be exact. He's 6'1", 210 pounds. Edwards is a top running back target for the Florida Gators, and one of several prospects the Gators are pushing for out of Bolles High School in Jacksonville, Florida. He'll be on campus for Florida's matchup with Ole Miss on September 26th, but he will also visit 11 other programs this fall. He tells Swamp 24/7 that Miami has a slight lead in his recruitment, but Florida is right behind early on.
Rolling with Carlos, feel the beat. The stadium's loud, turn up the heat. One big
Wright
family.
is one of the Wright is one of the most sought after prospects in the 2028 class. He's a priority target of the Gators at the wide receiver position, a position group that is especially loaded with talent in the Sunshine State. Miami and Texas are two programs to watch most, but Florida is firmly in the mix. He'll be on campus for the Ole Miss game on September 26th.
Game, feel the crowd ignite. Big plays coming under Friday night lights. Baseball swing, hear the crack of the bat. Basketball
Four-star wide receiver Tyree Mannings Jr.
breaking the chains. On this channel, we bring the heat.
Mannings included Florida in his top 8 last week, but the Gators hold one of the top spots in his recruitment going into the fall. He'll be in the swamp twice this season. The first for South Carolina game on October the 10th, the second for the Oklahoma game on November 7th. Oregon and Auburn are two other schools doing good in his eyes, but Florida has had a consistent presence in his recruitment as of late. Darrell Hines Jr. Hines is one of several prospects out of Carroll Day High School in Tampa that the Gators are making a push for. Florida has been in frequent contact with the 4-star, and his visiting in the swamp will likely be during the middle of the season. Nebraska, Auburn, and USC are also ones to watch in his recruitment. 4-star wide receiver Amari Strong, a Florida commit. Strong is the lone Florida commit for the 2028 class, but his recruitment is not shut down. According to 24/7 Sports, Zach Bolstein, Michigan, USC, Ole Miss, Notre Dame are also pushing for the 4-star, and visiting those programs is certainly in the cards for the fall. Zion Robinson. Robinson tells Swamp 24/7 that Florida has the lead in his recruitment. There isn't a staff he's heard from more than Florida thus far, and he feels like a priority to the Gators. South Carolina also pushing here, but the buzz certainly favors Florida going into the fall. Florida is a very strong position early on for this recruit. Back Braxton Rain. Rain is a tight end prospect the Gators are very high on, and was on campus for Friday Night Lights and Grill in the Ville in early June. Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Alabama are a few other schools doing good in his process. He's still working on setting game day visits for the fall. 4-star offensive tackle Antoine Wilkins Jr. Wilkes. Wilkes has heard from offensive line coach Earl Trywine daily, and the two have known each other going back to Trywine's time at Penn State. He'll be on campus at Florida for its matchup with Vanderbilt on November 21st. But his recruitment remains competitive. Michigan, Missouri, Miami, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, and Notre Dame are all making a push for the 4-star, along with the Gators. Samuel Bailey. Bailey is an offensive tackle prospect that Florida is very high on, and he is a top priority for the Gators 2028 class. He hears from Florida, and many other schools have been in contact with him, but he has yet to schedule a game day visit for the fall. He plans to take the process slow, as well as his process as a whole. but the Gators have done a great job in his eyes. Hudson West, which has been crystal ball to the Gators already. We'll see what happens with that. West is a top priority quarterback target for the Florida Gators 2028 class, and they stand in a great spot for the quarterback out of Sarasota. His recruitment has blown up this offseason, and Florida offered, after having him on campus for Friday Night Lights in June, Florida is one to watch here going into the fall. 3-star Lee Steele. Steele has been in frequent contact with tight ends coach Evan McKissick, and he has a unique connection with McKissick through their families. McKissick has made a major impact on his recruitment as a whole, and he plans to be back on campus for the Oklahoma game on November 7th. That I can confirm because I'm in contact with Steele's dad, and he'll be in Gainesville for the November 7th game. That is 100% true. I'm in constant contact with his dad. Now, my only question with Steele is, I know he's being offered by quite a few schools, but from the vibe I've gotten talking to him, and from the little bit I've talked to his dad, you guys know I had him on the channel before, I would suspect Alabama to be his top favorite because of ties to Alabama. We'll see and they live in Alabama, but we'll see what happens with that. I will try to have him back on the show either before he makes the commitment or after he's made the commitment, whether it's Florida or not Florida, to see why he made that choice or why the family made that choice along with the young man. But this is an awesome family, and either way, whether he's a Gator or not, I will be following his career, and he's an awesome kid. Keep doing what you do, young man. Three-star interior offensive lineman John Dwyer. O'Dwyer was another recent offer from the Gators, as Florida offered back in June. Florida likes him as a center, but Florida and Florida State are the two setting the pace in his recruitment going into the fall. All right, guys. I'm trying to get an interview with O'Dwyer. I've been in contact with O'Dwyer, but I'm going to give it some time to see when I can get him on the show. Now, let's see. Let's do some breakdowns, and I'll tell you which ones I'm going to break down and which ones are just there for you guys to be able to watch. I'm not going to break all 12 down, but I'm going to do some breakdowns. Alexander Edwards, I'm going to tell the editor to put it in there for you guys to watch. I'm not going to do a breakdown because I already did a video on Alexander Edwards. And like I said, I think our main competitor for Alexander Edwards is the University of Miami. I would love to have him, Alexander Edwards, and Sidney Hubbard, the 3-star, which should be, in my opinion, a 4-star or 5-star running back, in my opinion. Sidney Hubbard and Alexander Edwards in the 2028 Gator class. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to help Sidney get more eyes on all SEC programs, the coaching staffs, but especially the Gators coaching staff. I would love Sidney Hubbard to be wearing orange and blue along with Alexander Edwards. Now let's do a breakdown on Bryson Wright. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys, we're going to do a breakdown on Bryson Wright first. Then we're going to do a breakdown on Darrell Hines Jr. Then we're going to do a breakdown on Braxton Rain. Then we're going to do a quick breakdown on Antoine Wilkes Jr. And then finally, another quick breakdown on John O'Dwyer, the interior offensive lineman. So we're going to do those breakdowns, and then I'll give you my thoughts, obviously, after each one. And then um, I'll end the video there. So let's do Bryson Wright first, the wide receiver. Big body receiver, has great hands. First play was a jump ball. Give me a second, guys. Trying to get the volume here. Hold on. Made a nice catch on the jump ball. He does get quick return, and he is a big guy with speed. He's out of Mandarin High School in Jacksonville, Florida. He does do kick returns in high school. Big body receiver, Connor, and reminds me of Dallas Wilson. And plays cornerback in high school also. With that big body and the speed, reminds me a lot of Dallas Wilson, that size. So you can see that the Florida staff like size. Here's another deep ball down the sidelines, and he's gone for the touchdown, about a 70-yard strike. All right, guys, I'll let you watch the rest of that tape on your own. I'm going to tell the editor to put at least 4 or 5 minutes of Bryson Wright in the video for you guys. Next, highlights of Darrell Hines Jr., the receiver. He's 6'2", 175 pounds. Plays cornerback and receiver in high school. Has great speed because he's going to take it to the house. And he does kick return and punt return in high school. This one he took it to the right sideline and then he's gone for the touchdown. Another big body receiver, not as big as Bryson Wright, but has speed. Reminds me of Burnell Brown III. Not as big, yes, reminds me like Burnell Brown III. Not as big as the other receiver, but he is a speedster and can go down the seam. So I like what I see. I like Bryson Wright, but this would be a good number 2 wide receiver if we were able to get both. And has the ability to jump and make those tough catches. Even let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll let you watch the rest of the tape on your own. Reminds you again like Burnell Brown III. Next week breakdown. Tight end Braxton Rain. Again, first play was a jump ball. The quarterback just threw it up and he made the catch. Is a great receiving tight end. Knows how to run down the seam. Pretty big. Reminds me a little bit of Gronkowski of the Patriots. in my opinion. Runs the seam very well, and a pretty big boy. A big target in the red zone right now. They're in the red zone. He's right there. Sits down in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. All right, guys, I'm going to let you watch the rest of the tape on your own. For him, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Next, offensive tackle Antoine Wilkes Jr. Pushes the interior defensive lineman out of the way to get the running back at least 7 yards. And he pancaked him. Has good hands and feet and never stops on a play. Second play, just took out the guy in the interior defensive line. And has great ability to pull. Made a nice block there for the running back after he pulled and pancaked the defensive lineman. Again, now taking it to the second level. Stops the defensive lineman and make sure great protection, great hands, and great feet. All right, guys, there you have it with Wilkes. Now we're going to go to the final breakdown. These are quick breakdowns. If you want overall breakdowns of a full tape, let me know. The main man clears out of the spot. The main man again clearing out the spot and pancakes the guy. The main man takes the guy in the second level. The running back scores a touchdown. One more or two more plays. The big man looking for action pulls one guy down, and then he keeps running to try to get into more activity. The running back went through the hole that O'Dwyer had created. And one more play. Again, pulls through, so the running back can go around the corner. Again, great feet, great hands. The running back goes right through the hole we created. All right, guys, I'll let you watch the rest of the tape on there. Let me know your thoughts of all these potential recruits for the 2028 class. Not only the ones I've broken down, but the ones that I've already done a video on before. And I appreciate each and every one of you. We've grown to 1,643 subscribers. We're trying to get to 7,000 by the end of the December 2026. Let's see if we can make it there. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I always say, joking around, steal someone's phone, steal your grandma's phone, steal your mom's phone, steal your dog's phone, and let's try to get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of December 2026. I appreciate each and every one of you. 1,643 subscribers so far. You guys are a pillar of the Running with Carlos family, and I appreciate you guys down in the comment section. Also, guys, we're getting very, very close, so I can start memberships. When that occurs, I will announce membership tiers and let you know what you get in each membership. But I appreciate each and every one of you. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gator.